Good afternoon and welcome to the 2018 William T. McFatter Technical College and McFatter Technical High School commencement featuring the graduates of our high-rigor, high-tech, high-demand high school and occupational programs. And now we present the faculty, special guests of McFatter Technical College, McFatter Technical High School, and our 2018 graduating class. Would the audience please stand while our National Honor Society President, Ms. Dominique Guerrero, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing for the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Ladies and gentlemen, you may now be seated.
If there were ever a time to dare to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it is now. Not for any grand reason necessarily, but for something that tugs at your heart, something that is worth your aspiration, something that is your dream. You owe it to yourself. To make your days count, to have some fun, dig deep, stretch, dream big. Know, though, that things worth doing seldom comes easy. There will be times when you want to turn around, pack it up and call it quits. Those times tell you that you are pushing yourself and that you are not afraid to learn by trying. Persist, because with an idea, determination, and the right tools, you can do great things. Let your instincts, your intellect, and your heart guide you. Trust, believe in the incredible power of the human mind, of doing something that makes a difference, of working hard, of laughing and hoping, of lasting friends, of all the things that will come across your path. The start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way but once. So do it right and do it well. For the next few moments that are yours and mine to share, I ask that you embrace this special occasion. And on that note, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to William T. McFatter Technical College and Technical High School graduation ceremony. Today's graduation ceremony honors and recognizes the academic achievement of our students. This ceremony is designed to provide a lifetime of memories for students and their families. Please take a moment to silence all electronic devices. We appreciate your cooperation in making this a memorable occasion for the graduates and each of their respective families. For some of our graduates, this marks a new chapter in the book of life, while for others, it is the next step in a new career path. As the graduates leave McFatter, they understand the need for continued education and technical proficiency, and we encourage all of them to become lifelong learners. When the students marched in this afternoon, if you notice, Most of our high school students were wearing the distinguished silver and blue ornamental scarf. Among other requirements, this ornamental scarf symbolizes that the student wearing it has demonstrated a mastery of his or her technical skills from a member of a specific industry from their senior exhibition. What you do not see is that these same students have a special seal on their diplomas. This seal represents that they have completed all of their required skills and courses to be designated as a graduate of a Millennium High School. I would like to acknowledge all Millennium students to please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce our special guests, who in countless ways have assisted McFatter in achieving its goals and mission. From my left, Ms. Jeanette Johnson, Director of McFatter Technical College and Technical High School. Mrs. Mary Rudd Robinson, retired judge of Broward County. Mrs. Lori Rich Levinson, school board member of Broward County Public Schools. Dr. Valerie Wanza, Chief School Performance and Accountability Officer of Broward County Public Schools. Dr. Carlitha Shaw Roll, Quadre Director of Broward County Public Schools. Mrs. Leslie Brown, Chief Portfolio Services Officer of Broward County Schools. Our three assistant directors, Mrs. Ellen Albano, Mrs. Kara Daniel, and Mr. Larry Rothman. We also have with us Mrs. Francie Williams, Director of Office of Admissions, Mr. Roger Barnhart, Director of Student Affairs, Ms. Lily Henry, Magnet Coordinator, Ms. Tamika Fussell, 12th grade school counselor, Ms. Frances Hada, salutatorian, Ms. Alejandra Nunez, valedictorian, and Ms. Svetlana Kersanova, post-secondary student representative. At this time, I would like to introduce those who are responsible for the great success of McFatter. This amazing group is truly dedicated to quality instruction for all students. They teach, counsel, listen, sympathize, empathize, and motivate our students to do their absolute best. Would the faculty please rise? Every year, the graduation committee asks post-secondary instructors to identify a student that they believe represented the most outstanding student in their class. The committee did not define outstanding. They merely said, as you look out at the individuals in your classroom, which student exemplifies your ideal student? Teachers were able to nominate the student with whom they believe could deliver an appropriate message for such a special occasion like this. As you listen to the forthcoming speech by our esteemed student, you will hear that McFatter is fulfilling its mission and helping students meet their career goals, follow their passion, and become employed. Our post-secondary student representative this year is well known to the Dental Lab Technology program as a leader who is always willing to help her classmates, whether it's listening with a warm, encouraging manner or offering advice to others, she has been invaluable, motivating fellow students through their education and career journey. She is an exemplary A student in her courses at McFatter. She is also a recipient of the 2018 Outstanding Award from the Florida Dental Laboratory Association of Florida. At this time, I would like to recognize Svetlana Kersanova's family. Please join me in welcoming Svetlana Kersanova, our post-secondary outstanding student.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. It's a great achievement. We made it. Today is a memorable day for all of us. We have been recognized and honored for having reached one of the important milestones in our lives. It's an exciting time to celebrate this wonderful occasion together with family and friends before taking a significant step forward. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to extend a heartfelt appreciation to the faculty and staff members of McFatter, who have been dedicated in helping us achieve skills and valuable knowledge grounded in a real-world academic experience focused on the positive outcomes. I would also like to give a special thanks to the highly qualified staff of the Dental Technology program. Mr. Isaac, Mr. Pollack, Mr. Ochoa, thank you so much for the effort you have made in creating a uniquely rich learning environment for your students, motivating us to be knowledgeable and competent in advanced technology in our fulfilling dental technician careers. I know you are very proud of our accomplishments. I have made a right decision in choosing to obtain an education in the dental field. Dental laboratory technologies have given me the great opportunity to reach my potential, becoming a valuable member of the dental care team. 5 years ago, when I came to the United States, I couldn't even speak English. But my passion for learning has helped me reach academic excellence. Studying hard, thank you. Studying hard, I have shown my commitment to personal and professional growth, and I have been awarded for the 2018 Outstanding Student from the Florida Dental Laboratory Association. The significant responsibilities I will have as a dental technician, making dental appliances for patients who have lost their teeth and performing precision work for my hands, will be a rewarding experience for me. It's amazing to be able to play a significant role in making people happy and keep America smiling. Additionally, I want to express gratitude to the parents, spouses, children, and friends of the graduates for their support and patience during the challenging years. Today, it's time to spread our wings wide and fly out to explore the world around. I wish all of you a successful life journey, success in believing in yourself, and the ability to make all of your dreams come true. Congratulations.
Thank you, Svetlana. The class of 2018 salutatorian, Frances Hatta, possesses high intellect with a caring heart for people. It's with this same heart that drives desire to become a doctor to help others. She has demonstrated this through her admirable volunteer service with the school's blood drive, collecting donations for the less unfortunate, and assisting optometric patients with eye exams. Her optometric teacher, Mr. Aman, describes Frances as being curious, driven, and deeply intelligent. Frances has a final weighted grade point average of 5.37. Frances has worked above and beyond by challenging herself with advanced placement level courses, but she also excelled with dual enrollment courses at Broward College. As a student of the Optometric Assisting Program, she earned a certification as a certified para-optometric assistant. Frances was awarded admissions to the Burnett Honors College of University of Central Florida, where she will begin to pursue her childhood dream, working towards becoming a doctor. At this time, we would like to recognize Frances Hatta's family. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Frances Hatta, the salutatorian for the McFatter Technical High School class of 2018.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am standing before you today as not only a fellow graduate, but as a fellow member of today's thriving generation. We are the seeds of the budding future, and I'm proud to have come one step closer in this process with the rest of you. On March 28th of 2012, I was no longer at the only home I had ever known. Leaving Colombia at the age of 12 to embark on a new journey in a foreign land was overwhelming. Every face was a stranger except that of my mother's and my brother's. Friendships were already formed and inside jokes were already made. Though taxing, I pushed forward, overcoming language barriers in months and building lasting relationships. Likewise, these next few years in our lives will bring much change. Whether located 100 miles away or 1,000 miles away from home, there will always be new friends, new experiences, and new adventures. As we all look to our fellow classmates, it is difficult to not acknowledge the diverse backgrounds that have come to encompass the class of 2018. Most, if not all of us, are minorities, at or below the middle class, and even some of us undocumented. Our achievements did not come easy, and with the unforeseen future will come uncertain change within society. Adapt or perish, now as ever, is nature's inexorable imperative. These are not simply the words of H.G. Wells, but the mantra to hold dear to. Life will throw seemingly insurmountable obstacles in our paths, but we must not succumb. The tumultuous times of our day and age, where one cannot go to school without the fear of facing a gun barrel, shall not stifle us. No. We must push through and defy the structures of society, adapt to whatever is thrown our way, and enhance the world we live in. Let a cotton programmer once said, if the family were a boat, it would be a canoe that makes no progress unless everyone paddles. The tenacious attitude of my mother continues to motivate me till this day. And the loyalty of my brother shows that family holds the strength of a mountain. With that in mind, we find that our family expands. I am glad to have found the guidance and support from my optometry teacher, Mr. Aman, who sarcastically led me this past 2 years. And of course, Mrs. Williams, whose active advice has not only helped me, but has led us all to love her. These people are the pillars that our future is built on. It may seem difficult, grabbing the reins of life and steering it where you want to go. In my time at McFatter, I worked diligently in my studies, volunteered in the community inside and outside the fences, and took on leadership roles within several clubs. We all have carried the weight of the McFatter curriculum and involved ourselves in extracurriculars. Now, today, we stand as graduates. We've persevered and we conquered. Now, we must do it again, just better. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. The class of 2018 valedictorian is one of McFatter's finest. She is brilliant and bright. She's a young lady with strong will and determination to achieve at the highest level. This has been evident through her success with advanced placement classes and dual enrollment courses at Broward College. Alejandra has a final weighted grade point average of 5.5. As a student of the Medical Assisting Program, Alejandra successfully completed the American Medical Technologist Certification exam to become a registered medical assistant. Alejandra will continue her academic studies at University of Central Florida, where she will begin to pursue her studies as a pharmacist. At this time, we would like to recognize Alejandra's Nunez family. Please join me in welcoming Alejandra Nunez, our valedictorian for the McFatter Technical High School, class of 2018.
Good afternoon, faculty, families, friends, and fellow graduates. After working hard for years, we have all accomplished a major early milestone in our lives: high school graduation. Today spurs the beginning of an important phase in our lives, life after high school. Whether it be college, the workforce, the military, or moving halfway across the world, these next few years are the ones where we discover who we are and what we want to become. For many of us, this will be our first taste of freedom. Some of us eagerly count down the days to move away. Some of us can't imagine being without our families and are scared about this new chapter. No matter where we lie between these two, it is vital that we recognize the importance of appreciating the people who have shaped us. My entire life, my family has been my greatest support. My mom and dad are the infrastructure of my being and of my success. Years of their insightful advice, unconditional love, and endless support have built me, and I will forever be grateful. My brothers and sisters guided me unfailingly and have kept me motivated throughout my life. My nieces and nephews have given me infinite joy and laughter. And most of all, my twin sister, Samantha. She has challenged me daily. She is my soulmate. She is the strength within that pushes me beyond seemingly insurmountable heights. Yet, while we tend to immediately think of our birth families during moments like this, we should also remember that family isn't always bound simply by blood. Over these last 4 years, we have built friendships so strong that the people we discovered became our family. We should hold these relationships close to our hearts, cherish them, and always remember to support one another. We have been fortunate enough to cultivate bonds with an amazing group of people that are now family and that we will strive to keep in touch with throughout college and life. Noah, Alexa, Julian, Sophia, Angel, Moses, Michaela, Myra, Dominic, and our beloved Brian White. The bond I've built with all of you has proven unbreakable, and I'm eternally grateful for the moments we have created. Thank you for the endless support, the free food, the rides, and most of all, your love. No matter what your relationship is with the family you were born into, we all have someone in this audience who is rooting for us. Take a moment to appreciate them. Whether from birth or from fate's hand, together or apart, family can be one person or a sea of people. Regardless of the size, one thing remains the same: family is love. Though at the end of the day, we build our own destiny, we have to surround ourselves with people who will bring out the best in us. Asking for help doesn't come easily to everyone, but remember, we can always find support in love. In closing, I'd like to dedicate my accomplishment to my strong and beautiful mother. Te quiero mucho, mami. Gracias por todo lo que haces por mí. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alejandra. At this time, I will ask that the students on the stage please take your seats among your classmates. It is with my honor and privilege at this time to call upon Ms. Jeanette Johnson, Director of McFatter Technical College and Technical High School.
Good afternoon. Judge Mary Rudd Robinson serves as an incredible example of what can be accomplished in life when you work hard to achieve your goals, you're dedicated to serving others, and you refuse to give in to those who doubt your ability to succeed. Judge Robinson's career as a jurist in Broward County spanned over 3 decades, beginning in 1984 with her appointment as a general master for 5 years. She then made history as the first African-American woman to serve on the bench in Broward County. She served on the bench for 27 years and has continued her service to our community in her retirement. She remains an active member with the Lynx of Fort Lauderdale, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Inc., Zeta Rho Omega Chapter, Charmettes, Inc., and Jack and Jill of America. She's a frequent guest lecturer and has served on various boards, such as Young at Art and Big Brothers and Sisters of Broward County. She volunteers at the Boys and Girls Clubs and at various colleges and universities, assisting students with their college applications. As you can see, she is an accomplished professional, an honorable role model, and an active leader and servant in our community. It is a pleasure to have her here with us this afternoon. Please welcome Judge Mary Rudd Robinson.
To the dais, to the parents, and to you, the graduates, I am both honored and humbled to address you this afternoon. I can remember when I was graduating, it's been some time, 3 different graduations, and not actually really knowing what I was going to do. I didn't even really think about being an attorney until the end of my college years. But we all have talents, and we have talents that we don't even know about. Some of you know what you're going to do. Some of you got that mindset, and some of you don't. But things may change, and you will go into realms and possibilities that you never even imagined. Now, Thomas Wolfe in The Web and the Rock, 1939, said, "If a man has a talent and cannot use it, he has failed. If he has a talent and uses only half of it, he has partially failed. If he has a talent and learns somehow to use the whole of it, he has gloriously succeeded and won a satisfaction and a triumph that few men will ever know." First, let me congratulate all of you on using your talents. Your accomplishments are no small feat, for they took time and perseverance, not only on your part, but for those around you and those who love you as well. I also wish to qualify my comments, as today is all about you, because it is your graduation day. So by all means, enjoy it. But today, I want to talk to you or remind you all of something you know but may have forgotten. Others are watching you. Yes, others are watching you. So many times I've heard people say, nobody is looking at me. Nobody cares what I do. It does not matter what I do, or it's just me anyway. I can assure you that none of these are true. Somebody, somewhere, is watching you, and I am not talking about the government. They notice that you have gotten your diploma. They notice that you are going to college. They notice you have gotten that certificate, that you are career-minded. Make no mistake about it. Somebody is watching you. So your achievements come with responsibilities, and they are to be the best that you can be and to take nothing for granted. To realize that you are not just in this for yourself, because some small child you may happen to meet will take notice and say, I want to be like him or her. I want to do what they're doing. Some customer you serve may be inspired by your kindness and skills. Some homeless person on the street may be inspired by simply seeing you in your cap and gown. It could be a word you say, a deed you do, an invention you patent, a sporting event in which you are a player. This world is all connected, as well as you well know here at McFatter with its technological emphasis. We touch each other across a broad spectrum. It is not just about you. Now, the latter part of this school year has tested us all in ways that we could hardly imagine when the year began. And these words do not begin to scratch the surface of the feelings and emotions we all felt and are feeling. So I implore you to be the change that this state, this country, this world needs, to love and care about your fellow human being, to continue to seek knowledge and understanding that would unite us, or at least respect the other's viewpoint. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. You know, we are all teachers in a way, because somebody is going to do something because they saw you do something. Let's keep making that something that they see positive. I am, as my late pastor would say, deliciously proud of all of you. I have no doubt that your futures are bright, because at McFatter, you have received a top-notch education from teachers who cared about you and your futures. I am sure you will go forward to do remarkable things, remembering that it's not just about you, but those seen and unseen by you as well. Congratulations, graduates. Go forth, and as McFatter says, take the world by storm.
Thank you, Mrs. Rudd Robinson. It's an honor to have you with us this afternoon to share your advice, thoughts, and experiences. Lori Rich Levinson was first elected to the school board in 2010, and she represents the board on the Council of Great City Schools, the Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance, the Early Childhood Learning Coalition, and the Take Stock in Children Leadership Council. Born and raised in South Florida, she has been in the business world for more than 35 years and a parent activist for more than 2 decades. She has long been a strong supporter of technical education and of McFatter, and it is an honor to have her here this evening. Please welcome Mrs. Lori Rich Levinson.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Graduations flood our hearts and minds with a wide range of powerful emotions. They are a time of reflection about memories made, joy and celebration about the present, and excitement about the future for our students. And for our parents and families, graduations are a time of disbelief about how quickly the years have flown by, a sense of pride and accomplishment about the present, and enthusiasm about what the future holds for our children. I'd like to extend an enormous, heartfelt thank you to all the parents, families, friends, teachers, administrators, and staff who have played an integral role and contributed in countless ways to making our graduate success a reality. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And I'd also like to just take a moment to recognize our present members and veterans of the United States Armed Forces. If you all could stand so that we could applaud you for your service and sacrifice. Along with those students who will be serving. Congratulations, graduates. Your achievement is the result of dedication, persistence, and hard work, all qualities that will stead you well throughout your life. Celebrate and fully enjoy this precious moment you have earned with family and friends. The tragedy at Stoneman Douglas inflicted agonizing pain, sorrow, and fear upon our entire Broward County Public Schools family. From these raw emotions, powerful, unwavering voice emerged here and across the nation. The skills and knowledge you have acquired throughout your school years and will expand in college and/or life will hopefully empower you to continue to use your impactful voices on important issues that matter to you. Model for the previous generations how to speak to and with each other and not at each other. You possess the power to find solutions collaboratively and truly make a real difference. Today marks the beginning of challenges and accomplishments. Dream limitlessly, explore intensely, and pursue what you are sincerely passionate about. As you move forward to reach your ultimate goals, pause to savor the amazing times and experiences along the way. Throughout your life, opportunities will present themselves in various forms. Seize or create the ones that speak to you and make you happy. Always believe in yourself and your voice. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Mrs. Levinson. The Office of School Performance and Accountability provides assistance and supervision to all of the schools in the Broward County School District, and McFatter has been fortunate to have outstanding support from that district division. Most specifically, Dr. Valerie Wanza was my boss, and in her role as director of our group of schools, she was always immensely knowledgeable about, helpful with, and proud of all things McFatter. In fact, she was so good in that role that she got promoted, and now she is no longer my boss. She's my boss's boss. She has dedicated her entire career to the schools, families, and students of Broward County, and her expertise and leadership have earned her the respect and admiration of many. I am both personally and professionally grateful for all that she does in support of our school. Please join me in welcoming the Chief Officer for School Performance and Accountability, Dr. Valerie Wanza.
Good afternoon. So she told me as I was getting dressed that I was speaking, so if I don't get this right, blame her. So typically the McFatter graduation ceremony precedes the tip-off of some NBA Finals game. Fortunately, we do have a few hours before the tip-off of Game 1 tonight. Oh, some of you are happy about that. What I will say is, regardless of which team you're pulling for, you would okay, you want to tell me who you're pulling for? You would have to agree that for an individual to get to the pinnacle of his or her career, They have to capitalize on opportunities and never be derailed by failures. So think about it for a moment. When LeBron James and company go to Boston and they are down 2 games to the Celtics, they don't get intimidated by what some would perceive a failure. Instead, they saw it as the seasoning that gives success its flavor. Oh, thank you. Similarly, when my man Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and the rest of the Golden State Warriors found themselves in hostile, unfamiliar territory, they just knew how to come together and get the job done. So I would say that that symbolizes both our high school graduates and our adult graduates. For our high school graduates, you are about to go out for the first time in life, spread your wings in unfamiliar territory, but we believe in you, and we know that you will get the job done by meeting success on your own terms. Similarly, for our adult graduates, many of you have taken this opportunity to capitalize on improving yourselves and either in extending career opportunities or embarking on new ones. In either case, we are exceptionally and extremely proud of you. Before I take my seat, I do have to leave you with some advice from one of America's greatest authors, and it applies to all graduates. That would be Dr. Seuss. Every single one of you, you have a brain in your head, you have your feet in your shoes, and you will choose the direction that you will go. I know I said it wrong, but I'm doing it from memory. What I will say is this. On behalf of our school board, you just heard from Mrs. Levinson and all of her colleagues, our superintendent of schools, and the entire Broward County Public Schools staff, faculty, employees. We are proud of you, we congratulate you, and may God bless you forever. Thank you.
She really did just write those remarks. Now you know why she wasn't getting out of here without speaking. Thank you, Dr. Wanza. Although this is a day of celebration, it is also a time of reflection. As you know, a terrible tragedy struck the Broward County Schools community this February, when 17 people were killed and 17 injured at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. The victims included 4 seniors, and 3 staff members who would be participating in Douglas's graduation ceremonies this week. Our McFatter Technical High School community also is missing one who should be here this afternoon. Brian White, a member of our class of 2018, was killed in a tragic accident in 2016. And I know there are many here today who miss him and mourn his absence. Sorry. Please join me in a moment of silence, remembering all of those who are lost and unable to join their school communities in their day of celebration. Thank you. Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the individuals involved in making this celebration happen. A commencement ceremony takes the work of many people working together over several months. I'd like to thank the staff here at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts, our McFatter support staff who assist with the event, the members of our graduation committee, and our graduation committee chairpersons, Ms. Rachel Victor, Ms. Franzi Williams, Mr. Darrell Harris, and Ms. Mary Barone. In addition to all of our students who are graduating this afternoon, we have staff members who are or have already graduated this year, having spent decades in service to students in our schools. I hope you'll join me in wishing them well as they graduate into their retirement. Thank you and congratulations to photography instructor Tom Collins. I know he's here. Where is he? There he is. And to our earlier in this year retired culinary instructor, Chef Paul Citrillo. Media Center Assistant, Mimi Schaller. And our printing coordinator, Sue Miller, who I know is out there in the audience somewhere. It's hard to believe we've come to the end of another year. For our adult students, you've reached the end of one of your life's journeys, having worked hard both in and out of school, combining work and family responsibilities with your commitment to your own education. And in doing so, you've achieved this proud milestone. As for our high school students, you've brought together your academic knowledge and your career skills, all while tricycling around all the fun that goes with being a high school senior. Most of you crossed the stage tonight graduating from 2 schools, not just receiving your high school diploma, but also graduating from McFatter Technical College. For all of you, adult and high school students alike, I know that you worked hard with the support of your families and our staff to get to this day. You're probably sitting here right now experiencing a mix of emotions: pride, excitement, enthusiasm, maybe even a little sadness or some anxiety about what comes next. I remember feeling much the same way when I graduated. I remember how it felt to be sitting where you're sitting. Now granted, I was sitting where you're sitting quite a long time ago. It was 34 years ago that I sat in an auditorium here in Broward County graduating from high school, and it was 30 years ago that I was at my college graduation. In the 1980s, we had really great music, big shoulder pads, and even bigger hair. And I'm not talking about the women either. If you doubt me, just Google John Bon Jovi 1984. So much has changed since then. In the 1980s, we didn't have email, smartphones, social media, easy internet access, wireless technology, DVDs, GPS, PlayStation, Nintendo, caller ID, DNA profiling, or text messaging. This was how I made phone calls. This was how I listened to music, although it was bigger. This was how I navigated while driving. And this was how I Googled. The parents understand. So much that directly relates to your courses of study while here at McFatter has also changed. Prior to 1990, cloud computing and cybersecurity didn't even exist as concepts. Neither did digital cameras, or Photoshop, or 3D printing. We didn't have the Human Genome Project, LASIK surgery, Prozac, or portable defibrillators. Anti-lock brakes and direct injection engines existed but weren't common. No one had even thought of the Food Network yet, and most horrifyingly, molten chocolate lava cake had not yet been created. All of that has changed just in my lifetime, and I'm not really even that old. So much has changed, and in most cases, those changes have been for the better, moving forward our civilization and our human standard of living. Our world does indeed still face many significant challenges, and those challenges certainly dominate the news. But despite those challenges, in most cases, things have changed for the better since I graduated all those years ago, except for the music. Did I mention that the 1980s had really great music? So things change. Plants, for instance, are either growing or wilting. They don't get to stay the same, and neither do you. Quite frankly, some of the jobs you've just prepared for won't exist in 30 years. And some of those that do will look very different than they do today. You'll have to change along with them. And yet, some things haven't changed since I graduated, and they will not have changed 30 years from now, because they've not changed throughout human history. The desire to love and be loved, to connect and to belong. The desire to matter, to make a difference in this world. The desire to understand why we're here, and the desire to experience beauty, kindness, generosity, and compassion. Yes, graduates, one of your challenges will be to keep growing, but your biggest challenge will be to find the balance between changing in those areas you need to, while never losing sight of those big, important things that shouldn't change. As comedian Michael Jr. talks about, it's the difference between knowing your what and your why. Your what is your job, your hobbies, your interests, and your skills. Your why is your sense of values, your purpose, and your driving passions. Your what will change throughout your lifetime. Remembering your why is how you'll make sure that your what changes in the ways that you want it to. You've spent most of your time with us working primarily on your what. Some of you already know your why. In fact, for some of you, your why is probably sitting in this room today. Others of you may still be discovering your why. Find it and try never to lose sight of it. Big shoulder pads will go out of style, but a big why will fill your life with joy. Congratulations on your graduation, and may your future be filled with all of the success and happiness that you deserve. And now, enough of all our speeches. We need to get you all graduated. Will the graduates of McFatter Technical College and Technical High School class of 2018 please stand? And Mrs. Levinson, will you please join me at the podium?
You have my thing?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you. Good.
Mrs. Levinson, as the director of McFatter Technical College and Technical High School, I present to you the graduating class of 2018. The faculty and I certify that they have met the certification or graduation requirements of the School Board of Broward County and the state of Florida.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, I certify that these students have met all the requirements of the school board and the state of Florida for completion of their adult or technical program and/or graduation from the high school. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you. Graduates, you may be seated. And now, let's begin the awarding of the diplomas.
Betchy Aliandris. Carlos Bermudez. Yasmin Badur. Everly Canius Jean. Monica Crespo. Ronald Fareed Camacho. Maria Lopez. Daisy Luncy. Valerie Mulliver. Rosario Martinez. Samaras Parda. David Ronklin. Yvonne Sinocha. Jing Tang. Nilda Arriaga. Ari Retman. Charles Weckler. Corey Dowse. Justin Karovasilis. Sarah Masters. Wade Higgs Jr. Michael Diaz. Brandon Silvestri. Ivan Vargas. Lelia Mercado. Grace Santos. Shalicia Smith. Jean St. Ilian. Shu Yan Wang. Maria Piedra. Jose Zamora. Leonel Velasquez. Sood Valance. Chantel Bennett. Gentaria Harbord. Candice Martin. Paris Mondesir. Jana Vigu. Katia Almeida. Raquel Fink. Dwayne Stewart. Terrell Stokes. John Mohammed. Jamie Pappas. Rogene Russell. Aaliyah Simpson. Cutel Berthel. Nicholas Ellis. Emily Esquerdo. Alan Villard Panza. Stephen Benson. Jorge Gonzalez. Tiffany Lewis. Elizabeth Aronson. Latoya Brown. Maria Duran Oliveras. Patricia Florial. Tatiana Guido. Chelsea Hacker. Nicole Maladin. Tammy Munoz. Lorena Navarro. Shirley Quintero. Ezra Reno. Erica Rich. Donna Ro Pacheco. Busayo Akinabi. Jorge Alarcon Acosto. David Barrage. Marie Benjamin. Margaret Cleofat. Sharamar Colon Diaz. Skylar Danielson. Jennifer DeMayo. Jules Dulce. Gerard Dudley. Corinne Francois. Laurencia Levine. Richard Raspberry. Alberta Reddick. Jasmine Rhodes. Merlande Saint-Il. Jeremy Taylor. Brenton Wilson. Maria Chidiboga. Alejandro Ruiz. Jody Richards. Cassandre Noel. Jaswani Jump. Adam Smith. Samuela Augustin. Shamara Fuller. Tanisha Henry. Shasmin Lindo. Lauren Whaley. Rayshina Wimberly. Fabiola Bradeen. Quineri Grant. William Morales III. Stacy Velez. Megan Ruiz. Clara Fernandez Abar. Michael Clemenza. Jared Nation. Roman Appleton Fleming. Terrence Appleton. Andrew Butler. Jordan Clark. Anthony Coburn. Brandon Connor. Cole Horton. Ethan Mayo. Daniel Mowry. Fraser Foster. Vertrone Roll. Alex Vega. Brandon Wade. Jaravia Adams. Tremaine Blyden. Luis Castro Crosby. Alini Ferreira. Svetlana Kursanova. Ivan Pizzoni. Sebastian Seard. Zhao Jun Situ. Brandy Darwick. Shaylise Rosado. Marisol Velasquez. John Quill Johnson. Carissa Rakena. Kayla Sampson. Rhonda Spruce. Tanika Volsi. Taylor Willis. Angelie Angerstein. Edniqua Frazier. Saskia Imbert. Brittany Jordan. Brianna King. Emos Lucius. Luigi McCliff. Tiora Placide. Isaac Sarimi. Brianne Shade. Sherdania Smith.
Adriana Vidal, skip that part. Hold on, Adriana.
Adriana Vidal. Kimberly Powers. Christina Martin. Valeria Acosta. Angel Albizu. Naomi Alman Marcos. Giassi Alexandre. Michaela Alonzo. Gabriella Allure. Gian Alvarez. Rojani Artiste. Estefany Avila Sanchez. Oh, Justin Basant. Monica Batalan. Jason Biffy. Solier Blanchard. Sorry. Daniel Broadbeck. Sierra Brusso. John Burkholder. Maria Cabrera. Francinette Castillo. Christina Child. Gina Chachio. Gabrielle Kleiss. Griffin Coleman. Sarah Collins. Joshua Cooper Oliveira. David Cox. Dorelis Cruz Cayasso. George Cunningham. Juan Delgadillo.
Mr. Auckland, you gotta know me by now. Come on. Dimitrov. Yes, sir.
Alexander Dimitrov.
All three of us.
Shanice Douglas. Joshua Drakes. Noah Drillick. Isaiah Duncan. Ryan Duque. Serene Ellis. Matthew Engels. Jordan Felix. Carol Ann Felix. Ashley Fenn. Sam Fleischer. Raven Francis. Linda Garay. Natalie Garcia. Andre George. Andre Gomez. PJ Gonzalez. Alicia Gordillo. Dominique Guerrero. Andrew Gutierrez. Daniel Hebby. China Henry. Sarah Henry. Adriana Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez. Ashley Hunter. Alejandro Jacobo. Jackson Jock III. Francis Hada. Amanda Jarrett. Ariel Jensen. Brendan Jones. Rihanna Justy. Hannah Castagli. Shayna Kiffin. Noah Lang. Jeremy Lasso. Ethan Lieberman. Antonio Legatti. Anna Linares. Naimi Lopez Perez. Daniel Lozano. David Lustgarden. Cody Matarang. Daniel Marin. Nitiana McClendon. Daniel McFarlane. Roberto Meggs. Alyssa Mate. Gonzalo Mendez. Franco Mezzarapa. Brandon Maladenovich. Brandy Morales. Nicholas Marino. Zeta Morris. You gonna make it? You gonna make it? Claudia Navarette. Ronald Nelson. Daniel Nieves. Julian Nieves. I'm gonna fix it for you. Going to the University of Florida, Alejandro Nunez. That was tough to do. You tell her that wasn't easy. Samantha Nunez. Ryan Odom. Jordan Pabone. Fiorella Palomino. Zamir Parvez. Camilo Perez Escobedo. Valeria Pfeiffer. Sabine Pierre. Carly Panetta. Janai Pomales.
Justin Portillo.
Justin Portillo. Tabitha Polito Fernandez. Rodrigo Quiros Velasquez. Donovan Rankin. Mia Rivera. Gabriela Roa. Sophia Rodriguez Alquin. Moses Roldan. We're changing batteries. Moses Roldan. Justin Rossiter. Dario Rosales. Julian Rueda. Ariane Sanchez. Leela Sanchez. Alexa Savagier. Yuri Scott Root. Jenneth Schroyer. Michaela Sebastian. Jamal Shaw. Christian Sordo. Alessandra Sorica. Guillermo Sparacino. Joshua Steele. Nicholas Steinbach. Henry Stock. Taryn Sultana. Tyler Tiso. Is there something you want to tell me now? Sanjay Tomlinson. Storm Tubach. Dominic Turturro. Victor Olgarte. Jason Umanya. Tasia Vazel. Gabriela Velez. She has not stopped smiling since I've sent him over. Ashley Vernay. And Roy Wang.
Apparently, if you have to wait that long to get your diploma, you get a picture on Broward County social media. Please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2018. At this time, I would ask Andre Gomez, Senior Class President, Francis Hara, Senior Vice President, and Svetlana Kirsanova, Dental Lab Tech Student Representatives, to come forward to lead their fellow graduates in the turning of the tassel. That's going to be your line. Yours is the last line. Andre's going to be in the middle. That's Andre's. You're on the left. No, there we go. Your line, Andre's line, Francis.
Will the graduates please rise?
It is now time to change your tassels as an indication of achieving official graduate status.
Please move your tassels from right to left.
You can go back down with your class. You can march out with them. Stay standing, graduates. Thank you, Mrs. Rudd Robinson, Mrs. Levinson, Dr. Wanza, Dr. Shah Roll, Mrs. Brown, faculty, staff, parents, students, and all other well-wishers for your presence here this afternoon. We would appreciate if the audience remains seated until all faculty and graduates have exited. Congratulations, thank you, and good afternoon.